Nobody is talking about the real reason why Bitcoin dumped. You've got some of the best analysts in the space right now calling for another massive drop down below $15,000 on Bitcoin. We need to talk about why this dump even happened in the first place and what we can expect in the coming weeks and months. So put on a shirt, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. Yesterday was a perfect storm for a massive Bitcoin dump. First of all, when we look at the weekly time frame, Bitcoin had come up to a major area of resistance around that $31,000 level. And when we look at the weekly time frame objectively, we can see that Bitcoin was in a very clear uptrend from the middle of November. But when we came up to this $31,000 area, we can see that the weekly candles, and this is very, very important, the weekly candles were unable to close a new high above the previous higher high in the uptrend. For 4 weeks, we kept wicking and rejecting from that level. Now, when we also take a look at our oscillator market Cipher B, we are seeing that as the price is making a slightly higher high, unable to close, the momentum waves are getting lower on the oscillator. This is known as the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market Cipher B pattern, where as the price is getting higher to key resistance, Gary Gensler's bald head is getting lower and lower. The smile is looking more and more Photoshopped. This is known as a bearish divergence. When the price is making higher highs into resistance, and yet the oscillator is making lower highs, it's showing that the bull power is running out. So the overall context of the chart on the high time frames was bearish. And then yesterday we got some news that SpaceX had sold all its Bitcoin holdings. And when this news came out, Bitcoin got a massive drop to the downside. Now, here's something else we need to understand about this drop. When Bitcoin is in a bull trend, you get a lot of traders using a lot of leverage to enter into long trades. And when Bitcoin starts to dump like this, it creates a cascade effect where stop losses get hit. And when a stop loss in a long order gets hit, that is a sell order. So longs are getting stopped out here, putting more sell orders onto the market book, which pushes the price down farther, which causes more stop losses to get hit, which pushes the price down farther, and it cascades until all of a sudden we get this massive capitulation wick. So we pretty much had a perfect storm for a dump like this. So the charts have literally been screaming at us for weeks to prepare for a move like this, and that is exactly what we got. And a huge shout out to the Casper crew VIP Discord. We shorted this literally from the exact top trade setup given in advance because we saw what the charts were printing and we knew we were coming to key resistance. So what does this mean for Bitcoin moving forward? Well, objectively speaking right now on the charts, this is some pretty bearish market structure. We have topped out. We have now made a lower low, officially changing the massive uptrend that we've been in since November. This is the first time on the weekly time frame we have made a lower low, and so it's very, very significant. Something else that is quite bearish is the fact that the money flow on market Cipher B for the first time has crossed from the blue into the purple, and money flow crosses can be very, very powerful signals. We can see right here, the money flow was blue. It has now crossed into the purple. So based on the technicals right now, we should be expecting more downside, but where are we going to find support? You've got a lot of people right now saying Bitcoin is going to come back down to the $15,000 level. Well, the way I look for support is I come up with multiple scenarios, multiple signals that I should be looking for on the chart to tell me where the price is actually going to get that macro bottom bounce. This is how we were able to long the exact bottom in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from $24,800 setup given in advance. That was literally the last pivot low. It's because we knew exactly what we were looking for. So I'm going to be looking for the same things on the chart that I was looking for when I took a long right from here. And I'm going to be looking for the opposite of the things that I was looking for when I took a short right from here. The second thing we want to look for is called the bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man breast pattern, where as the Bitcoin price is making lower lows into the area of key support, market Cipher B is now printing higher lows. So if we take a look at the last time Bitcoin got a macro bottom at $28,400, this juicy swing trade setup that we gave in advance to the Casper Crew VIP Discord, look at market Cipher B on the 4-hour. The price was getting lower right to the level, but the momentum waves were getting higher over time. And this money flow was getting higher over time. So when we see a bullish hidden divergence, a continuation pattern, and we see regular bullish divergences on the lower time frames with that money flow getting higher, that is tipping us off that this is going to be the level where we can now look for a bounce. And in this case, we are looking down toward that area around the Fibonacci golden pocket 786 retracement. Now, the reality is, if we do not see that at the key zone of support, it becomes very probable that we get a move down lower. In fact, there is a chance that we do see $15,000 or lower being retested. We have to understand, when we're looking at the charts, anything is possible. That's why we need to make multiple plans for multiple scenarios so that we can be prepared for the move in advance. This is what we do in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. If you want to join the Casper Crew, you can go to JaysonCasperTrading.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord. Not a signals group, but you will learn a lot. We also have a 25% discount right now on all trading courses, so you can learn how to profit when everybody else is getting absolutely wrecked. Like, for example, myself, I made 22% on my account in this week while everybody else was getting absolutely wrecked, because we are prepared for multiple scenarios and we know what to look for on these charts. Also, if you're looking for a great exchange with low fees, I highly recommend you check out my go-to exchange, MEXC. 0% limit order fees, 0.01% market order fees, makes scalping low time frames absolutely enjoyable without getting wrecked on fees. Link in the pinned comment and description. Also, guys, only sign up for an exchange if you know what you're doing, because if you don't know what you're doing and you haven't put in the work to learn, you will lose everything you have. All your Bitcoin, all your Ethereum, all your fiat currency. Your girlfriend's going to leave you. Your wife's going to divorce you because she found out you had a girlfriend. You're going to stub your toe on the dresser in the middle of the night, and it's going to be a horrible time. So make sure you know what you're doing first. Now, this chart is keeping me focused so that I'm not missing the forest for the trees. This is Bitcoin all-time index from inception. And right now, we are entering into a very historic period of time, 1 year before the halving. Okay, on this chart, for the past 4 market cycles, I have circled the area 1 year leading up to the Bitcoin halving. Now, every single time historically, we rally into the halving, and once the halving starts, we enter into a parabolic bull market. Now, everybody for the past 3 cycles, this is now my 3rd Bitcoin cycle, gets very, very bearish during these times. They say it's a relief rally. Bitcoin's going all the way back down. I've heard this now. This is the 3rd market cycle I've been a part of this. Now, last market cycle, look at what happened here. We did get a relief rally for the first few months, a year leading into the halving. And then we started to consolidate. We got a big capitulation down, and then boom, off to the bull market. Also, when we take a look at the monthly time frame on Market Cipher B, we got a red dot printing after we got this macro bottom signal here with the green dot printing. Everybody was concerned Bitcoin was going to zero. We have a very, very similar thing about to happen right now. We got the 1 year before the halving. We got about 3-4 months of rally. Now it looks like we're going to be printing a red dot on the monthly time frame right around the same time in the market cycle after the bottom signal has already printed, which is this green dot on Market Cipher B. When we zoom out, we can see that the bottom signal for the past 3 cycles has been the green dot on Market Cipher B. Now, the money flow right now is getting thicker, just like it was back in this time, just like it was back in this time. So in my opinion, this is showing us it's time for either a range or a significant pullback before we enter into the major bull market that will begin the spring of 2024. So as a position trader, as somebody who holds a lot of Bitcoin on spot, I look at any pullback, I welcome any pullback, because I know it gives me an opportunity to buy Bitcoin once again at much lower prices. Now, we can see historically, sometimes in these market cycles, we just kind of get a small dump and then a rally. But other times, like last cycle, we put in actually a double bottom. So it's not out of the question to think that Bitcoin could come down and make another double bottom, coming down to that $15,000 area. In fact, back in 2015, we actually did make a lower low on some charts, depending on what exchange you're looking at. So if we get a move back down to these areas, in my view, and the way I'm actually playing this market right now, is that the bottom of the cycle is in, right? The bottom of the bear market cycle, the 4-year cycle based on the halving, historically has been in when we print this green dot. So for me, this confirmed green dot in the monthly is a safety net telling me that any dip we get is safe to DCA into. Because historically speaking, the bottom is in, and if I'm DCAing into a dip right here is going to culminate in a rally leading up into the halving, into the bull market. Now, of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy without a shirt on a treadmill talking about Bitcoin on a chart. But this is what I am looking at, and this is why I do get excited at the prospect of a major pullback here, because I am really looking to do very well in the next bull market with this Bitcoin price. So I want to encourage everybody out there. These are exciting times. In my opinion, there is no need to be concerned about the Bitcoin price. Keep your eyes focused on the long-term plan and do not miss the forest for the trees. That's it for today's video. May God bless you all in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. I will see everybody in the next video. Peace.